G'day, welcome back to the Bare Minimum Podcast with me, Jude, Poyner.
And me, Charlie Kneath. We're back with episode 2 of the Bare Minimum Podcast. Well, what a first episode that was last week.
It was a great episode. It had it all.
It did.
It nearly had tears.
Almost did. Wow. Well, yeah, so kicked off, new channel, got it on Spotify. So welcome all if you're listening on Spotify, that is class. We managed to actually get ourselves a producer behind the camera. We've got Kel, say hello.
What's going on, everyone? What's going on?
Show the airline. Sorry everyone. That's definitely staying in the edit.
Right, Jude's had a bit of a mare, so we're filming this in the evening because he's had a bit of a shocker today, haven't you?
I've had probably the worst day possible. I had to drive to Centre Parks Longleat from Brighton. If you don't know where that is, it's about 2 to 3 hours, I think.
Yeah.
It took about 3 hours on the way there. I had about 40% charge on my phone, so I was like, just chilling.
Yeah.
Way back, I was like, yeah, I can make it with about 20%. Phone ended up out of charge. Got to about Guildford, London. Panicked. I was like,
I'm panicking now.
I was like, I'm gonna lose my car. I had like white fucking shit all over the screen as well, so I couldn't see, and it was pitch black. So, but managed to get back, and I'm here, and I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm well. But ready to smash this episode as we usually do.
Good. Well, yeah, I had a bit of a stinker this morning as well, actually.
In
uni.
Uni.
Yeah, so I was supposed to have a seminar this morning, right?
Yeah.
I started driving, and it took me 50 minutes. Bear in mind, it's a half an hour drive.
Yeah.
Get to the seminar, nobody's there. There's just an empty room.
Cinema.
Seminar.
Oh, I thought you said the cinema.
No. Yeah. Then I'm like searching around the whole uni campus for like half an hour. Go to the office. Go to the office of the person who's supposed to be like taking it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is it not on then? She was like, no, I went to the room and no one was there, so I just cancelled it. I was like, I was late. She was like, yeah, do you want to come to the 2 o'clock one? I was like, nah. I just went home. So that was a bit, bit of a stinky morning.
Yeah.
And you've had a bit of a stinky day. But other than that, Jude, how was your week?
Interesting.
Was it mine?
It's been a busy week, obviously PTing, ASDA. But yeah, it's been interesting. Obviously, we had the World Cup.
Yeah, we did.
Unfortunately, England didn't make it through.
That was a
Harry
sad
Kane,
night.
you know.
My boy.
Spurs for me, I just don't.
Why are you even mentioning Spurs, mate?
Well, it was 2 players, technically, who messed up the game. Lloris and Harry Kane.
Lloris didn't mess up. He did well. He did very well.
Conceded the penalty. But, you know, but no, it was a good game. I watched it obviously in London, as I mentioned last episode. Ended up not really remembering much of the night, but when Kane scored that first goal, some of the boys broke the TV, which is not very good. So we had to watch it on a tiny screen in the end. But no, it was still good. But obviously heartbreak at the end. A few of the lads was in tears, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah, I was a bit
What
upset.
about you, Charlie Kneath?
No, same as me. Was at the pub and I was just upset. I thought the referee was shocking. And then other than that, just ruined the World Cup for me, to be honest.
I mean, we've still got Argentina in it. I want Messi to win it, as I am a Messi fan, and I think everyone in this room would love Messi to win it.
No.
Kels,
No.
You wouldn't.
I don't like Messi, sorry.
You don't like Messi?
No, I'm a Ronaldo fan, mate. Ronaldo's the GOAT, I think. So. But that's a debate for another day.
Well, yeah.
So, we'll see. How was the rest of your week, though? Apart from England, obviously, ruining it.
Yeah, it was pretty good, to be fair. Had a few clients and stuff. Obviously cracking on with social media and whatnot for Japour Gym.
Nice little plug there, yeah.
Link in the description. But yeah, it's good and things are looking good towards the new year. Going to be starting a few new classes and running community as well, which I'm excited about. Even though I am going to have to get myself in top shape for that running community, as I'm going to have to be the leader of the pack. Yeah. We're going to have 2 of us, one at the front, one at the back. I'll probably try and sway to the back to pick up the stragglers, you know. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting start to the year. So yeah.
Oh, lovely.
What about you, Char?
Yeah. What have I done this week? Well, I had training, and that was decent. I actually scored twice. I actually played outfield and I scored twice. And tomorrow I might be playing outfield for our team.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
But yeah, other than that, just had lectures. It was the last week of uni. And funny enough, got myself a job at Asda. So
oh, you did? Oh, yeah, he's joined the Asda crew,
yeah.
Kells.
Yeah, we're all part of it now.
We're all part of it. I mean, he's a delivery driver, so bin him off. But
no, that's calm. Had my induction.
Sorry,
So,
that was really rude.
yeah, cheers, mate. Had my induction and a start on Sunday, so that'd be a good laugh.
Oh, tell you what we have got actually next week.
Go on.
Our football game. with the
Oh, we
boys.
do. We do. I think we'll have to record some of that. That'd be quite good.
For sure, for sure.
We've got a little charity cup game
Yeah.
going on, so
Yeah.
we'll keep you posted with the score on that. Hopefully I'll score a couple of goals. That'd be fun.
So, moving on, today's episode is primarily about a night out with the boys, clubbing, pubbing, how it compares, and what you basically do on a night out. The bare minimum on a night out. Charlie Kneath, start us off on a bare minimum on a night out.
Where to start? For me, I think we've got to go back to the very beginning of the night. Start off with what you're wearing and pre-drinks. So for me, I'd probably go for like set of Jordans because that's all I wear. Cargos or jeans, those light blue jeans that I always wear. And then I like to go simple. Yeah, just maybe like a t-shirt, designer t-shirt, maybe a polo. I do like a polo. And then maybe like a hoodie
white
or something.
Ralphie,
Yeah, that white Ralphie. No, it's Lacoste. It's Lacoste.
We won't talk about the dad shirt on the first night out.
Oh god, don't. That was from Mercy. I got a free top from Mercy and it looks shocking. If I can add a clip now, I'll add a clip. Like, it was
We will add many clips.
Yeah,
video.
yeah. And then bit of aftershave. And then I don't really do my hair up, unlike Kels. He needs to always do his hair up.
Yeah,
wax.
of course. Needs to- That's why Miss Joe, you know.
How is it?
Yeah, get it sticky,
Ah.
sticky.
But yeah, what about you? What's like the go-to?
So I've switched it up recently. It used to be like skinny ripped jeans, but I think I've kind of like moved on from that now, and I go for like cargos or like just relaxed fitted pair of jeans. Like I like the sky blue jeans with just like a white top and like Air Forces, or I'll go like black cargos, like white top or black top, just nice tight fit sometimes. Sometimes oversized tee.
Yeah.
I
feel like the last like year or so, clothes have just got a bit baggier, and that's
Yeah.
like the look. And I quite like that. I like a sort of baggier look, like this hoodie that I've got.
Yeah,
on.
bit of aftershave, but not too much. I think that's the key. I think if you
Yeah.
have too much, you generally smell like an airport at what's it? Airport at come on, help me out here.
I can't think.
Heathrow.
No,
Duty-free.
in duty free, that's it. And you
yeah.
go past and it's just like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. We do love a night out. Obviously, the main club's in Brighton. Brighton nightlife is quality.
Yeah, it's good. That's why we've got to look good.
If you've never been to Brighton,
Highly recommend it.
you've never been on the nightlife, fucking, I would do it.
Yeah.
So no, it's quality. But as the years have gone on, I've got a bit bored of it. We occasionally go out clubbing now to the same fucking club. I'm not even going to mention its name because it's disgusting. But yeah, when like clubbing first started, like when I remember like my first time when I was 17.
Oh, sorry. Underage clubber.
Fake ID and that.
Oh,
Sorry mum, sorry dad, if you're watching.
they'll be disappointed.
But yeah, it was my mate's 18th birthday and we had an absolute blast. Just remember it being like the best night of my life and thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this forever because the tunes were sick and I was on the main dance floor, you know, cutting shapes and that.
Someone clip that.
But you know, it's like, and now, but I look at it now, I'm 20, going on 21, as I said in the last episode. Getting old, and I look at it now, and I'm in the club, I look around, I'm like, bloody hell, I do not belong here no more. I'm like kind of doing the little, just, you know,
Yeah,
just
casual.
just looking around, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Any trouble? But no, it's still good. Like some nights we have a quality night out.
Yeah.
But it's occasionally like we just go to the bar first, have some pre-drinks, spoons, quality. It's 2 spoons in Brighton, so you get a choice. We tend to go to
It's
the
free. There's 3, I think. One at Marina.
Yeah, but
That's easy for like me and Kels,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But Kels, when we go out, obviously clubbing and that, we tend to go to the first spoons. Can't get a seat anywhere. So
No,
we
it's
go
always
to the
Ramo.
we go to the second
Yeah.
spoons. We manage to get a seat and then just drink and drink and drink.
Yeah.
But you know, it's quality. So yeah.
No, that's fair. I've had it a few times where I just have prees here.
Mm.
It's just a lot easier and cheaper, and you just like just get absolutely wasted like before even the night started. Good tactic. But yeah, I prefer like nowadays. I prefer going out of town. Going out of Brighton is I feel like better.
I
It's
agree.
just a bit different.
What
Obviously,
places though?
So I've been out in Bristol, Bournemouth,
So, right, yeah.
London, and Manchester. They're like the main places I've been out. So been around.
Manchester.
Yeah. Down there.
Yeah, London. I've been London a few times. We went there for New Year's, didn't we, Kels?
We did.
It was a good quality night out. Been to Bristol. That was a bit of a weird one, but
I thought Bristol was very good.
yeah, it's good. It's good, but I didn't expect Bristol to be that big. I thought it'd be like
No, same.
people say it's like Brighton, but like I don't know.
It just seemed very like spacious.
Yeah, it's
I was
huge.
like in another like area and like the nightlife's still going on. It was sick.
But I think we need to talk about Charlie Kneath, your dance moves on a night out. Honestly,
I just like to get my boogie on. That's my motto when I go out.
he's the guy.
No,
A song's on, he acts out every dance move. Let's say, well, we'll get the clip up. We'll get the clip up.
Tried to anyway.
Yeah, we'll try to. But it's Charlie Kneath dancing to the Weekend. I
No, yeah, blinded
He's
lights.
absolutely plastered.
I'll go for it every time though.
And he goes, I'm running out of luck. Go on, give us a special.
No,
Just one special, please.
No.
You're not gonna do it, but it's a quality
Yeah,
quality dance move.
But I'll just bring the energy. Like
He does.
there's no point like you just do like you just bop
No,
in there like that.
I have some good moves, don't I, Kels?
No.
Occasionally.
But I just go all in like
Yeah.
I just dance as if no one's watching.
Yeah, but do you
No.
know the worst thing on a night out? You're in the club, you lose your mates. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Life's over. You're sad. You try and find them for hours. You can't hear anything because the music's
I think
booming.
I think it depends on what type of club you go to. The main club that we go to in Brighton is actually quite big. There's like what 2 floors and then like 4 rooms,
Four or five rooms. Yeah.
So it's like when there's hundreds of people in a club and you lose them, you're just dancing with some randomers. You're just like, oh no, it's not looking good. Like you just got to go like find them for like 20 minutes, and then you'll like see them in like the smoking area chatting to some bird or something. I know you've done that a couple of times. I've just walked off and then seen you like talking to just a random person, and I'm like, oh,
Well, it's quality, isn't it? You know. But no, it is the best feeling when you find your mates. You give them
it's a big relief.
I gave Kels a big hug last time we went out. It was a sense of relief. Then we went home and
Ham sandwich.
made a ham sandwich. trying to function with like that was a bit of a weird move, but the cheese and it was a bit random, but yeah. So next we're going to be talking about the difference between pubbing and clubbing. And what would you say the difference is, Charlie?
Well, first of all, pubbing compared to clubbing, you get like an older mix of people. The clubs that we go to, I feel like we're at that stage where like we're probably one of the older lot in the club, and there probably is quite a few like younger people. Whereas pubbing, it's just a different vibe. It's like it's just a bit different.
Yeah.
It's a bit more social, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Just a different environment. What about you?
Yeah, do you know what? At the moment, I prefer pubs to clubs. I just like being around a table with your boys.
Yeah, no.
Having a fucking like good old laugh, have some like food, and then there's usually like a live singer like sometimes, so it's actually quite good and depends how good they are.
Is decent. And a few times we've bought like card games or whatever, and that's always been
Yeah. We love the old card games. It's just nice and chill. And then obviously, if you are a bit drunk and whatnot, a bit tipsy, then you tend to go to the club after. But no, it's good, and like I think pre's at a pub can like you don't obviously have pre's at a club.
No.
But like pre's at a pub is like kind of a good way to start it. And nowadays it's very expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
cost of living crisis, eh?
Back in the day, how much was a pint? Do you reckon? £2.
Nah, not £2.
I reckon so.
Oh, I reckon like ages ago.
Yeah, like.
But like when we first went out, it would have been a lot cheaper.
Yeah, like £4.50.
Yeah.
Now it's like
That's like £6 at least.
£5-6 yeah. But what's like? What do you say your go-to drink is?
So, beer wise, on tap, I'd probably go for maybe an Amstel.
Okay.
But then when I get to the club, I like to I like to move it on to a bit of vodka and coke.
Okay.
Or rum and coke, because I just got a bit of a sweet tooth, and I just think like spirits just get me going like during the night.
In what kind of way?
Don't know, just beer just makes me tired for a start, and it just makes me bloated.
Do you ever have like beer fear of what you've done on the night before?
Yeah, I have had that. That's probably why I do move on to like spirits and stuff, because like having too many beers, that's a dangerous game.
Very dangerous.
So that's why I move on to like the spirits, and also I just like Coca-Cola.
I thought you were a Stella kind of man.
I am sometimes, but but if I was to go for one on tap, then I'm going for an Amstel.
Decent.
What about you?
I think I'm a beer kind of person. I always start on beer, no matter like whatever the occasion.
Yeah.
Always a beer first.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm a bit of like a Madry kind of guy.
Yeah.
Do like an Amstel, but I've kind of switched to Madry now.
Yeah.
It's just nice to taste.
Yeah.
Bit more expensive, but no, it's nice. And then tend to move on to, let's say if we're going out clubbing and stuff, tend to move, if they have it, Jack Daniel's honey with Diet Pepsi or Coke. It's just nice and sweet. I can drink it on its own as well, which is quite nice.
No, fair.
But it does, like, beer and Jack Daniel's does like really like make you tipsy, so you've got to be careful. Obviously, we don't condone drinking on this podcast, of course.
Heavy drinking. You can have a drink.
Yeah, you can have a drink, but we don't condone obviously heavy drinking.
Let's not get too wasted.
Yeah, it's not good for you. No. So
speaking from the PT himself.
Yeah, for the PT, I don't actually. We'll talk about pub and clubbing, but honestly, I don't actually drink like too much.
No, we don't actually go out that much
anymore. No, not anymore. Yeah, not like we used to.
After the lockdown, I'd say like that bulk of the summer.
We was out
most weeks.
Yeah.
But
now it's
we
like
had to really. It was just fun.
It's like every 3 weeks. Like
I wouldn't even say that. I reckon I go out.
Yeah,
hardly even once or twice a month now.
Yeah.
Especially like in season when we're playing football or like training. Don't really tend to go out, to be fair.
Kels, what about you, mate?
What are you asking me?
He's on his gap year, so
how many times do you go out a week, mate? Well, no, how many times do you go out in a month?
What did you say to me today?
I'm not gonna lie.
Today is 8 weeks.
8 weeks. So 8 weeks today, I've been going out every Friday.
Oh my God.
This is the first time I haven't been out.
But in fairness, it's been the World Cup.
Yeah,
so there's been reason to go out.
But I haven't gone out yet. So.
Yeah, true.
You out tonight?
No.
Gave me a wink there behind the camera.
Pub?
But yeah, it's like, I'd say the drinking, like, I know when I'm like, I've had enough. There's been times where I've had way too much, and I'm like, it's just not been good.
Yeah.
Like, obviously everyone's stacked it on a night out. Like, you're lying if you haven't. Like, unless you obviously just drink like cider or something. Like, fair enough if you do. Not judging. But
it's a poor man's drink.
But yeah, so you know, it's quality though. Like being out with the boys and being out with your mates is like the best thing possible. And I think that's what like I aimed for in like this year as well, to be out with the boys much more and have fun. Like I think.
Well, we had it a few times last year. We went away for like a couple of weekends, and it's just a good laugh. Like there wasn't anything silly, no arguments or anything like that. I spent like the whole weekend just going out, just drinking.
We went to Portsmouth.
That was a good weekend. Max's birthday. That was a very good weekend. Started on the Friday, ended on the Sunday. That was a full on.
We went like shopping, didn't we?
Should we go from the start?
Yeah.
So on the Friday, we went to the horse racing, Gentleman's Day. Got all dressed up.
I mean, you lot got dressed up. I had nothing to wear, so I wore a Vicar. We
can get
the photo up. Everyone looks fly. I look, honestly.
No, you didn't look that bad, but you just weren't like properly dressed up.
Like, you know it's bad when you don't even have like a collar on your like top.
What did you wear? Just a shirt and then like a bomber jacket.
Yeah, bomber jacket and then like these like Peaky Blinder trousers.
Yeah. So what, we started fairly early. Well, it was like midday.
Yeah.
We started drinking.
Yeah.
Couple of bets. I think I lost a lot of money.
I didn't win one.
I won one actually, but I spent like.
You all won one, I think.
Yeah. I spent like 70 quid.
But yeah, and then we obviously moved on to Portsmouth.
Yeah.
I drove a few of the boys up there.
Yeah.
Which is alright. It wasn't too bad.
Was I in your car? Can't remember.
You was.
Yeah,
it was me, you, Ricky,
yeah,
and Glover.
Yeah, that's jokes.
Which was a quality car.
Yeah.
Absolute chaos. Honestly, like, just, it was in traffic, and then you know what, like, bunch of lads are like in a car together. So yeah, indeed, and obviously I'm the driver, so I have to face it all in the end.
Yeah, but it didn't take too long to get there.
But yeah, we got there, did a bit of shopping, didn't we? And
signed into our hotel. That hotel was lovely, actually.
Been there before.
Yeah.
It was
little swimming pool, little dip.
Was good times in that hotel. Yeah. Anyway, then we and then we went out. Then we went for food.
Yeah, we did. That was a lovely restaurant, actually. Do you remember? We didn't even pay the service fee. We were like, yeah, we'll take the service charge off, please. Service charge.
Yeah, and then we went on the night out.
Where did we start? We started at
Alchemist.
No, we didn't start there.
Don't know.
We started. No, we watched it was a Champions League final weekend.
Yeah.
So we started off at a pub, and then we moved on to the we moved on to the one next to the Alchemist.
Yeah.
It was like a bar next to the Alchemist. Got absolutely battered there. Then went to the Alchemist, and if you've never been to an Alchemist, highly recommend it because they've got some bougie drinks. It was spenny, but the drinks were mad.
I spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really bad.
You were gone early.
Yeah. I think I had a race with like some guy. But yeah.
Do you actually remember the drinks from the Alchemist? I
do because I cleaned everyone else's drinks up.
Oh, did you?
When everyone left, I was that bad. It was like, yeah.
I got some weird like chocolate orange thing, and like it was in a little glass, and then it had like an ice thing on it, and you have to like crack it and put it in. And then Max had like it was like a science. What was it? What's it called?
Flask?
No, like the big like cylinder thing.
Bong.
Test tube.
Yeah, it looked like a test tube, not a bong. But it looked like a bong, but like, there was smoke coming out and shit and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was jokes. And then what did we do after the Alchemist?
I remember.
No, but do you remember when we came out the Alchemist and we met this other like group of people and they had like a cake?
Right.
You don't remember it?
No, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we took their cake, and then like we started eating it, and I think it was either you or Glover that threw it into the river.
Don't know who that was. Anyway, but yes, Portsmouth was quality.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Great weekend. We've had many great nights out.
Yeah.
But moving on after the night out, the hangover.
Yeah.
Do you get them?
I actually don't. I'm quite smart with it. I tend to finish up my drinking early when I know like the nights. Either for me coming to an end or just come to an end in general. And then when I get home I make sure I just drink bare water and then maybe eat something. I'm never that hungry though. And then I'll just go straight to sleep and then in the morning I feel alright. Like I might just feel like a bit dehydrated, but that's about it. What about you?
Yeah, I do get hangovers. I think I wake up and like my eyes are just crossed, like what am I doing, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but it's like I think the key is I think to like you said, drink water before you go to bed.
Yeah, for sure.
But definitely write down in the comments what you think is great cure for your hangover.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok today, funny enough. It was like have an electrolyte tablet and then like 2 litres of water. But I was like, realistically, no one's going to have 2 litres of water at like 2 in the morning or like 3 in the morning.
To be fair, the best feeling is waking up in the middle of the night, your mouth's dry, all you want is a glass of water, you got it by your bed, you down the whole thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like when a little kid, comes in after like playing like a game outside with their mates and they come in and they're like they're like breathing into the cup. You know what I mean if like you saw a video of it.
What, just their whole mouth around the cup?
Yeah, they're like
So obviously no one likes a hangover, but when you're abroad, it's very different.
It is.
You go out every single night, and I've been on one lad's holiday, and then I went on like a vacation, and then I've also been to America and had a night out.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Vacation. Do you know what that is?
Care to explain?
Just a holiday you have with your girlfriend.
Oh, right, nice.
So we just went out night drinking every night.
Nice.
A lot of love.
Yeah, a lot of love. Yeah. But yeah, you've been on what? How many holidays?
I've been on two. But I obviously went travelling as well.
Yeah.
Mentioned last episode, but yeah, like I think it's just completely different. So we're not out.
You feel completely different. You feel like
you
do
for
like 7 days.
You feel invincible like until like day 4.
Yeah.
Like day 1, you're absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
You're like all the boys.
Off the plane.
Obviously, we were in Napa, didn't we?
We were buzzing.
We were absolutely buzzing. Like all the boys. Like we got to the hotel. Our hotel was nice as well. Like we took long to book it. Well, I say we. Well, it was we. But yeah, we took long to book it, and we finally booked it, and then it happened. We got there, and it was just unreal, wasn't it? Like the sun, like was just beaming. Oh.
Well, it was 2 in the morning, so it wasn't beaming, but you know.
Did you go out on the first night?
We did.
Like when you landed?
No,
we got
kebab.
Yeah, we got kebab. Like, because we were so like tired. I think our flight got delayed, didn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
And that guy ran on the guy ran on the plane, didn't he?
A guy ran on the plane?
Don't you remember this before we got there?
Huh?
Guy ran on the plane, put something in the baggage, and he had to leave.
Oh yeah. Random guy just got on our plane and just put something in the bag and then left.
What the hell?
So
I don't know if it was like that.
We had to wait an hour to make sure it wasn't like a bomb or
weird.
something.
Yeah.
No,
that's actually scary.
But yeah, we got there and it was just like thing is like because I went on a lad's holiday before with Glover.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was so sick because obviously like we just bounced off each other so well, but I was so buzzing to go with all the boys because none of you boys had done it before anyway. And then I was just like equally excited because you're obviously like my closest mates. Do you know what I mean?
This is the holiday that I missed. So
Yeah.
I had to get my visa for America, and I didn't have my passport.
It was short. It was really you could have got it, but it was a bit tight.
Yeah,
They just messed it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you get there and it's just like the feeling that you have because you know you're there for like a week.
Yeah.
And you're like, we can do what the fuck we want.
That's like your break. From
being
away. Like,
working like
doing whatever.
And that's what a lot of people do, especially in England. Like they work for the whole year.
No,
save up all this money and then they spend it all in like a week. But like, I mean, like most people do that, which is obviously cool, and that's like their life and stuff. But it was just unreal. And like the first day, we got there. It was like 2 in the morning. Had like, some food, and then got. We was all like excited. It was me and Ricky in a room, wasn't it?
Quality.
And then
that seems bad.
We was just all cracking up, like trying to sleep, but was too excited to obviously sleep. And then Glover and Con was in the other room, but then woke up obviously, and then Glover fucking took us on that cliff.
Oh yeah, that hike.
In the boiling sun, and we're all like, I get sunburnt. I don't know if you can tell, like quite easily, but like. My shoulders were so burnt, like I didn't have any like cream on, and the last lad's holiday, like I honestly got like blisters, so I was really like scared of it happening again, and it nearly did. And this fucking Glover guy, he may be on next episode. We will be able to talk about him more, but he took us on this hike. He was buzzing, and then the rest of us boys were like, oh.
Don't leave you in good stead for the night.
Yeah, we just wanted to be in the pool, didn't we? And like just be in water just because it was so hot.
We couldn't get to the ocean either. It was on.
It was on a cliff. We were stranded.
Is that when you did the cliff jumping?
Yeah, taxi just dropped us off. We may be able to insert a clip of me and Kel's jumping off the cliff, but Kel's like flapped his legs like a chicken.
Yeah, I shit myself. No, because those guys were peer pressuring me, so I was like, oh fuck.
You did it first, to be fair. You filmed it.
No, I rate that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it. I'm scared of fights.
I'm probably I think you would.
Yeah, I did it second, and did the jump.
So what time did you like go out on the night out? Did you go out early?
Prees was like, because we did a little shop, didn't we? I think, and we got some bottles and whatnot. And then we preed at the hotel with like cocktail drinks. They're nice and cheap. They're like €2-3, weren't they?
Nice.
We went there.
Nice
We
and
actually
cheap.
went there every day for prees.
Yeah.
Didn't we? That same hotel. It wasn't actually our hotel.
Cheap though.
It was very cheap. And
It is cheap abroad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah. And then, first night out, we all just went a bit mental, didn't we? And then.
When did you start? Bars or what?
Yeah, bar. Started at a random bar. What's that?
That taxi driver took us there. Oh, it was like the cave. It was a.
What's that cartoon called?
Yeah,
it's like he's like a caveman.
Oh, I know who you're on about. I can't remember his name.
Flintstone.
Flintstone,
Freddie
that's the
Flintstone.
one.
Yeah, and there was this like girl dressed as like Freddie. Was it Flintstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did the mum?
Yeah, and it was like that kind of bar, and then got some shots in. Started drinking, and then we went just to like every club, didn't we? Because I think first night out you've got to try like every club.
Yeah.
And you bounce from club to club,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, quite like this club. We like went out. We went out on our own for a bit, didn't we?
And we lost everyone.
Lost
Again.
everyone again. And we explained that on
Shock.
night 7 or 6. But then got home like.
I think the first night wasn't as bad as
Half
the
3,
rest.
half 4. It was the second night, wasn't it? The second night.
Second night was a bad one.
Second night,
Oh,
Kel's
no.
had a bit too much of a drink, so he got sent home in a taxi, which is
Oh,
very...
what time was that?
It was quite
Early.
early. It was like 11 or something.
Yeah, it was early.
Because I couldn't
Peaked.
eat. Because I was still pissed from yesterday,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
eat anything.
Yeah, and
So you just
peaked
continued to
early.
drink?
But do you know what?
Yeah, bad.
The most responsible thing to do in that situation, if your mate's that bad, don't keep him out of you. Send him home, man.
Yeah.
If he's struggling,
Did you
get
take
him.
him home?
Rich.
No, Rich
Rich booked a cab for me.
Rich
Like that.
got him in a cab and got him
And
home.
you just went in the cab on your own?
Yeah, the cab driver said that if I throw up, I owe him €30.
Oh yeah,
Really?
they're big time.
Yeah,
over
big
there.
stingy prick.
Oh,
but I was just saying, like, this is like for anything. Like, if anyone's ever too fucked, always send them home. Never try and keep them out. If they're saying they're fucked and you know they're fucked, don't keep them out with you.
Luckily, I've never had to have that.
Yeah.
I've never had to take someone home or have someone where they're like too drunk to even finish the night.
I mean, I had a quality night that night. I was
Is this the second night?
I was dropping a bit of
Loose game.
dropping a bit of friend game.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be my friend.
Which ended very funny in the end.
Do you want to
But
explain or not?
I mean, I was just going up to a few people.
He was,
just saying,
he was dropping HS games.
Was it?
No,
He's trying to get fucked.
no. I was just I was just saying I was just coming at it from a different angle. I was being very polite and nice, just being like, hello, how's things and stuff. Like, do you want to be friends? Bit different.
It did. A few did work.
It worked. Oh, fair
Few
play.
of
It actually did work.
Because they weren't freaked out or anything.
So yeah, there was only one saying I was dying for Nyash or something.
I mean, you're on a lad's holiday. There's not really much more you can ask for.
Yeah. But yeah, and then we got home and then because we didn't have our key because Kel's had it.
Yeah.
You have to obviously call reception.
Really?
Yeah, you have to get reception to let you in.
That's weird.
And they let you in, and then Ricky took Connor and Glover because they was both equally as bad.
Yeah.
Took them back to their room, and then I got a video of Kel's just curled up in a little ball, just literally just out of it.
Like a little baby.
But yeah, made it home safe, and that's the main thing.
Did you have any bad hangovers on the holiday, or did you just think you could just roll through each day?
Do you know what the funny thing was? The third night, I think we woke up. I woke up and when I'm bad, I'm so loud in the morning. I'm like, oh.
You're loud at the end of the night. I remember at Portsmouth, you were bloody annoying.
Oh, nightmare! Yeah. I've calmed it down a bit now. I know when I'm being just a nightmare. Yeah.
I remember you had an argument on that bloody.
Yeah. But yeah, and I remember just going, oh, I'm so bad, and Rich was still sleeping.
Yeah.
And then he was like, shut up! I was like, what? I was like, to be fair, I was just, because I was drinking water, but every sip I was going, oh, I'm so bad. And then
Pretending like you're drinking that water.
yeah, and then then just ate some food, and then we was
Ready to go again.
But yeah, explain a bit about obviously
My
your experience, because obviously our experience is probably a bit different.
Yeah.
Obviously, you went with a different friend group and whatnot.
So I've had like 2 like major, I guess, nights out or like holidays. First one was Malaga in 2020. So this was literally like peak lockdown. So
How old was you?
17.
16, right?
No,
Oh,
17, yeah.
So 17 we went on a lad's holiday.
Going with like €200 for the week.
Yeah, literally, we literally hardly brought any money. Well, I hardly brought any money with me because I had a Monzo card and I realised that you can literally just continuously spend like abroad. So literally, obviously, like the lockdown started in March, and then we went on holiday in the July. Went to Malaga, and the first night that was so funny. Literally landed. We went to like a shop like you. Literally got loads of tinnies. Just literally started drinking then.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 in the afternoon, and I remember I got battered in the afternoon, and I had to go for a little nap. Got myself ready. You are not eating those fish and chips.
Please.
He's not asking for that. It's fine. Continue.
He wants to eat fish and chips.
A long day.
Look, look. He's a PT and he's eating fish and chips.
Come on.
It's not. It's just a fish and chips box.
Cucumber.
But yeah, so we spent like 7 days, but I feel like we could have been there for like 10. Like every night, I was sweet as. I was like, drink. We went to like loads of different bars, and then like the clubs weren't open, and obviously we were only 17. Why are you laughing?
Go on.
We were only 17, so we couldn't even get into any clubs anyway. So we were literally just hopping from bar to bar, dropping loose game.
Yeah.
At the age of 17.
Should we talk about T?
Who?
Tyrone.
Yeah. These two think that...
No, explain though, like, what's he talking about?
He's talking about just some Spanish woman that I met, and they think it's a man. But I don't know why.
Nothing wrong with that, of course.
No, but it's just not a man.
Ah, cool.
And you decided to name them Tyrone. So it's just this ongoing stupid joke. But yeah, I can't actually remember really too much apart from just like...
How did you meet... I'm not going to call him that, but how did you...
We're not going to get into where or how
But
I
this
met
is
them.
nights out.
No, we're not going to get
I'm sure the listeners will.
No, we met them at this Irish bar.
Oh.
Yeah. There's quite a few Irish bars out in Spain.
Was she Irish?
No, she was Spanish.
Oh yeah, you said, yeah.
So...
Nice.
Yeah, she was a nice girl. Yeah, met her. And that was about it, really.
What about you, Jude?
Hmm?
Did you meet anyone when I was in Napa?
Yeah, I met a few people, yeah.
Anyone special?
Yes, you did. Well, we all did on holiday.
Yeah. Not for the pod, but yeah.
It's almost like a, what's it called? Holiday romance.
Yeah.
But on a lad's holiday.
And then, obviously, you move on with your life, don't you?
Yeah, but you come back to UK and that's that. But yeah, literally just hop from bar to bar. But like, it was just a bit peak that, one, it was lockdown, so there was no other tourists or anything like that. And 2, obviously we were like 17, so we couldn't even get in any clubs. We tried to, but they just wouldn't let us. And then my second experience was quite recent. I actually went on a night out in America, in Oklahoma, which was very heavy actually. So obviously I went there for uni, met some of the English lads, and they managed to get me a fake ID because you can't start drinking till you're like 21 out there, and obviously I'm only like 19.
That's the American rule, yeah. Did you go to, what's that restaurant called?
Hooters.
Hooters. No, we did. No, I'd never managed to go to Hooters. I only did Chick-fil-A and I can't remember the other one. But
They have a Hooters in the UK, no?
Yeah, they've got one in Brighton now.
Oh. No, they don't.
No, they've got like an American.
Popeyes.
That's the one. Popeyes.
Yeah, they don't have a Hooters.
Oh, I thought they had a Hooters.
I think in Liverpool they might actually.
We are not going to Liverpool.
No.
Nothing
wrong with Liverponians, but
no,
that's what you call them.
But yeah, we just started the night off at a like random pub, and like these English lot, like there was a couple of Northerners, and I don't know if you've ever been out on a night out with Northerners, but they know how to drink. We were just rolling in the pints, and before we hopped onto like the bars and clubs, I was like 10 pints deep, and then moved on to the bars, and this is where things got a little bit sticky. So I moved on to the vodka and cokes, and then we just started chatting to like the locals, and I meet this Mexican geezer, and it's me and 2 other English lads. We're talking to him, and he's like, what are you boys doing out in because we're in Oklahoma? It's pretty random. So like, what are you doing in Oklahoma? We just said, we're at the uni and stuff.
Oklahoma.
Playing like football. And then he was like, football, and we were like, well, yeah, soccer. Like, you have to explain that every time when you're in America. And then
Go on. Yeah.
and then he was starting to like get annoyed. He was getting annoyed at like everything that we were saying for like no reason, and we were saying that like we're just here to play football, and then
Soccer.
soccer, sorry, and then
It's probably where you go from.
that's why I was getting annoyed, and then he started to get like cocky and say like, look, you'll never make it, and all this blah blah blah.
In what?
In football and stuff.
Soccer.
And then one of our mates comes over and like asks if everything's alright. The Mexican geezer, just stands up and just headbutts him, and then like
One of your mates?
Yeah, literally like just headbutts him, and then
crazy.
like a fight just happens, and then the security guard have to like split it up, and then I just like go over to my mate, and he's like, "Are you alright?" I'm like, "Am I alright? Are you alright? You just been bloody headbutted." And then like the geezer got like kicked out.
Yeah.
And then I remember then after that it was like a complete blur. I remember getting really drunk, and then I went with like this other group to another bar, and then it was like empty. So I was like, I went back, and then my night then ended, and I was waiting for an Uber. Got in the Uber, and I tried so hard not to throw up, but I managed to open the door and throw up.
Nice.
And
I've
like,
done that. Yeah,
I'm sure most people have done that, and it's not nice when you do it. But I didn't do it in the Uber. I did it outside. So then the Uber driver made me clean it up. We went to a petrol station. I had to go to the toilet, grab like tissue and stuff, wipe it, and then when I got back to like where I was staying, she was like, "Are you gonna tip me?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I will." And I just left. I just left the Uber.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next morning I woke up, looked at my phone, got a $150 fine, didn't I?
What do you think of different bouncers
Bouncers.
on a night out? So let's go to like UK ones and abroad ones.
Yeah.
Staying on topic, of course.
Abroad, I mean, I don't really remember the bouncers abroad or in like America. I didn't really think there was anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
they weren't too strict.
When I went Maga with Kai, there's this huge like bouncer. He's absolutely huge. We was talking to this group, and no, me and Kai was on the table on our own. Cool. He went toilet, and I was just sitting on my own, just sipping my drink, whatever. I've just felt my chair with me on it. Obviously, I'm quite a heavy guy. He's lifted me up, just turned me around, put me on another, because to make more space on the tables, put me on another table with like a bunch of girls.
Just picked you up.
Honestly, I was in my chair, like obviously like like a plastic chair.
Yeah.
He's just lifted me up from the legs. Honestly, I'm up here. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Lifted me up, and just dropped me down. But he's huge. He's quite on TikTok. If you search up like the Maga like bouncer guard, honestly he'll come
he's on
up.
TikTok?
Yeah, no, he's not on TikTok, but there's videos of him.
Yeah.
And there was this basically in Maga, you have like the balcony at this bar, and we was below the seats, and someone threw ketchup down. It ruined all my shirt.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is like the start of the night, so I wouldn't really care if I was like quite drunk and stuff.
Yeah.
But it happened like once, it missed me, let it go.
Yeah.
Happened again, missed me again.
Yeah.
And then I was chatting, hit me,
Yeah.
went all over my shoulder, all like down my arm.
Yeah.
Found the girl who done it, and I obviously got like quite angry.
Yeah.
So like I had my water bottle with me.
Yeah.
I just threw the water up onto the balcony. This big bouncer guy comes over with his other security guards.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing? Like really aggressive.
Yeah.
I was like, well, they're throwing ketchup at me. They was like, if you do that again, we throw you in the sea. Throw me in the sea. Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. But I explained what happened. But the girl bought me a drink after. Like I was like calm after. Like, but it's just like it's just not good behaviour. But yeah, like compared to the bouncers in the UK, obviously there's some bouncers in the UK that like are not very good, and there's many different videos and like stories of bouncers hitting like people, which is not okay.
Yeah.
That's not your like.
There's
your
a lot
job.
of videos, to be fair.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm sure you've seen like a
Yeah.
lot of videos like taking the piss out of UK bouncers.
No, for sure.
Especially with like how they treat boys versus girls.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. But it's like, for me, obviously, it's not really my place to speak about. I'm not a bouncer.
No.
But like, I know you're not meant to hit anyone.
No.
Like, and I don't think you should, unless it's self-defence, I don't think
No.
you should hit anyone.
Well, they can't touch anyone. I remember working in Morrison's and like I remember like all the stupid sort of rules that like
Yeah.
security guards they're supposed to like deter people obviously.
Yeah.
And be there for safety, but then like they can't touch. Or do
Yeah,
anything.
there's a few in the UK though. It's just you just got to watch out and
Yeah.
you just got to be careful.
That is their sort of like demeanour though. They're supposed to be like scary.
Yeah, of course. There was a night
on
out with me and Kels. It was in lockdown. Not gonna say the club, but it was like outside.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get into the bit. Couldn't get in because it was full. I I just pretended to speak another language, so I didn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
I was just like, it wasn't pretending to speak another language. I just didn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
And then obviously, I've tried. She sends me away. Tried again, sends me away. Tried the third time. She's like, wait there a sec. And then he's like, up. He's like up the obviously up the alleyway, like just waiting for me to give it all clear. Then I go back a fourth time to Kel's,
Yeah.
and then we're like giggling, like laughing about it. They obviously heard what's going on.
Yeah.
And then go to the fifth time, she goes, "Do you think I'm a dickhead?" And I was like, "What?" And then obviously I blew my cover completely. And then the bouncer was like, "Come here a sec, bro." And I'm like, no, it's cool. I just walked off. But yeah, so you just got to be careful, like.
Yeah.
Just know when like enough's enough, like pushing them, because they will just snap.
I've never really had like an incident with the bouncer. I think was it the first night we went out. Did you get kicked out by a bouncer? Have you ever been kicked out by a bouncer?
I have, yeah, like a few times.
Yeah.
But not for being like an idiot. I just probably too drunk.
Yeah.
Like it happens.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just don't be aggressive on a night out.
No,
just
allow that.
No
I know
need.
plenty of situations where
Yeah.
we've been out, and then like one person will say something and then you'll say another thing or whatever, and then it gets into an argument, and then like that's when like fights start to happen. Like you start to get that. I remember one night, we were talking to this girl and then she was getting loud, and then I said like, "Can you lower your tone?" Because she started shouting in one of my mate's face, and then she started shouting at me.
Yeah, well that.
And then like the bouncer had to come over and was like, "You lot have got to leave," and I was like, "Hold on, like, what have I done here?"
Yeah.
So there's a lot of scenarios where it's like they don't know what's going on. They don't really care.
Yeah, I think nights out are different, definitely abroad to the UK.
No, yeah, for sure.
But you know, like, I still have fun in both. Like,
oh yeah,
there's different. There's pros and cons to it. Like you got night out abroad. You obviously got like, it depends where you go, but usually it's sunny, hot.
Yeah.
You have a great time. Like you're with all your boys because.
Yeah. And it's like your time off. So you just enjoy it more.
And like you do like more activities. Obviously, one of the days in Napa we went to a water park.
Oh yeah.
And first ride we go on, like slide we go on, whatever. It's like one of them bowl ones. You drop down.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Oh god.
And then Kels was wearing these like yellow shorts.
Yeah.
And honestly, he'd come down the bowl.
Yeah.
And he's like got out, like obviously hair's all in his eyes, and I'll go, look down into the pool, and I'm like, boys, where's his shorts? Honestly,
His shorts came off.
It looked like
it. Looks like it. From our angle, we were just like, boys, where's his shorts gone? And it's like, Kels, where's your shorts? He was like, and I was like, oh, he got out, but his face was like,
oh shit! I was like,
yeah,
oh,
it was like.
Wait, did you have them on then?
Yeah,
he had them on, but
it's
it just doesn't look like
it's the waves in the bottom of the pool, so you can't really see. So it's just like.
But yeah, we had a quality time.
Fair.
Yeah, it was went to water slide, water park. What else did we do? The cliff jumping.
The cliff jumping, yeah.
What other activities did we do? Did we play mini golf? I can't remember if we did.
No, we didn't play mini golf. We did do a lot though. Just trying to think. We did do cliff jumping, water parks, but nothing like except for drinking. To be honest.
Yeah,
It's what you
nothing
do, though,
major,
just,
yeah.
like unless you're going
you chill,
on like
yeah.
a specific like sort of activity,
Yeah.
holiday.
I mean,
Like, lads holiday like that, you just
Yeah.
Beach as well. Went to the beach.
yeah.
just chill out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do a drink.
Like that was pool parties. Went to pool parties are cool. Like the first one was a bit weren't really a pool party, was it? It's just a hotel,
It was like
and then it was
yeah.
like just like a pool, and then a random DJ. It wasn't that good. It was alright though.
I've never been to a pool party. I've hosted
Yeah.
a pool party. I've got a pool myself, so I hosted a pool party, but
Bit of a flex there from
Yeah.
Johnny.
How old was you when you?
it would have been like 15. it wouldn't have been anything like massive or anything like that. I mean, to be fair, when you look at abroad and then in England, I don't think the music actually like differs as well. When
true.
you're either partying or clubbing.
True.
What's your like favourite music on a night out?
Do you know what? Bar wise,
Yeah.
I like going to bars and stuff.
Yeah,
Like just hip hop kind of like bouncy, kind of just like
Yeah.
you can bop your head to tunes,
Yeah, good beat.
and it's kind of just like a whiny, just like boom boom, yeah.
I feel that.
Like so I really rate that. And it's really nice to dance to, and it's like quite like sick and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't mind a bit of grime and stuff if you're like clubbing and you like I don't know, like moshing. Not really, nah.
Not into mosh
anymore.
pits.
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
I mean, I used to be
Yeah.
festivals, yes.
Yeah, obviously.
But I mean, even like Reading, nah. Like last summer I went Reading,
Yeah.
and like we got in like one mosh pit. I think I've just like
Yeah.
just
Nah,
not
mosh
for
pits
me
weren't for
no
me.
more,
I
yeah.
remember at Wireless when like early when Gunner came on and we did that like swaying side to
I've
side.
got-
I was almost
I got
there.
the funniest video. I'm like recording myself, and then a water ball gets chucked over, hits me square in the face. Water goes all down me. I'm like, oh. But like, yeah, I think like it really depends. Like, I do like grime and obviously rap and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't really like drill. Like,
Nah.
Not really
You
for
can't
me.
really
But
dance to drill.
yeah, hip hop and hip hop 90s kind of
Yeah.
like remixes. They're quite good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I am massive on my house music. House music just gets me going.
Yeah.
I just love to bop along to that. And then like when we're in like the club, like old tunes, like 2010 tunes or like 90s
Yeah.
tunes, ones that you can like properly sing along to. They're
Yeah,
like proper
yeah.
good ones. And then I guess like you said, like hip hop or a bit
Tell you what though, I think the ending tune in like every club is "See You Again." I don't know what see.
Yeah. But it'll be like a stupid remix.
Yeah, and it's like you think your like life's like amazing. You got like
End of the night.
you're like arms around the boys. And you're like see you again. And it's just like, oh god, but yeah, a bit cringe. But yeah, no.
House music just like
Yeah, I like I do like a bit of drum and bass as well.
I was gonna say drum and bass. I mean,
Boundary
we've
was
been
sick.
to
not
Boundary in
festivals.
Brighton. I mean, the music for me, but drum and bass ain't really for me. What about you, Cuss? You like a bit of drum and bass?
I do. When we went Boundary the first year was
Yeah,
that was
decent.
really good. The
Yeah.
second year I went too early, and I was just peaked off too early.
Yeah,
I was just
I had a sick time.
Yeah.
Boundary.
You've
Yeah.
got into your drum and bass recently.
I have, yeah, no, really loving it.
Yeah.
Like the rave type things,
Yeah.
like I think they're class. Going Printworks, if you know what that is, in April.
Oh, decent.
So that's in London. Yeah, that's in London with a few of the boys. So that's gonna be good. I think it's the last one Printworks have until they shut down.
Is it?
So it's gonna be mental.
Fairs.
But yeah, New Year's.
We don't know.
Don't know what we're doing yet.
We'll definitely go out though.
Yeah,
we
we don't know what we're doing yet. We need to kind of hurry up with it, but
Yeah, we need to get
a
something.
few of the
good.
boys know what they're doing. They're going to this Concord event, so
Oh, fair.
we might have to go there. Kels don't want to.
I'm not staying in Brighton.
I'm on it.
We
I'm
want
on
to go
it.
London.
Yeah, we do want to go London. Like it just depends where and what kind of event it is, but
Yeah,
I'm sure
true.
we'll have a little research and whatnot.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Getting tired now.
Been up since 2 a.m, so
Oh, blimey. Those are the shifts.
killing me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it today though.
Oh yeah, it's good. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What you got on for the rest of the week?
Well, tomorrow going to see my cousins and stuff, which will be
Okay.
nice, and then I think going out for a meal with the boys.
Yeah.
You coming tomorrow?
Are we out tomorrow? I didn't know it was tomorrow.
Well, we're not out, but
Just going for a last dinner.
No,
yeah,
I can't tomorrow.
Ricky's meant to be down tomorrow.
Can't tomorrow.
Shame.
Sorry, lads.
Didn't
Same.
invite you anyway. But yeah, Sunday World Cup final.
Yeah.
Who's going to win it? Predictions from all three of us.
France, Argentina. I'm going to go for 2-1 France. Hugo Lloris is going to be back-to-back captain winning World Cup. What do you think? Do you think Argentina then?
Gotta Messi. I personally
I see
think,
Messi scoring though.
I think. I really want it to be Messi's World Cup. I just think he's got it in the bag. He's got the team around him. Messi,
He don't.
you're gonna do it. I believe in you. Everyone believes in you. Go out there.
No, the Argentinians believe in you.
Go and smash it.
No.
I want to go to Argentina. In a few years.
That'd be quite sick to be fair.
So yeah.
Kels?
Messi.
I think 3-0 France.
3-0 France. That's bold.
The reason I
Red
think
Bull.
that is I know Argentina have had a few tough games with Netherlands, and then who they play in the semis? Who they just play?
Croatia.
Croatia.
Not
Top
great.
side.
They're
No.
debatable.
They've had a fairly easy run.
The best thing about their side is the crowd. You know,
Yeah.
they got Mrs. Croatia out there. That's the only reason I watch.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think France will
Yeah.
easily have them.
I'm
I'm a bit nervy about France winning it again.
yeah.
I just thought you boys would want
No, I'm a Ronaldo fan.
Argentina to win it because obviously France beat England in the quarters.
I don't really
So-
care. Like France really aren't really.
It's
like,
not
Yeah,
like it's not even that
rivals.
though. It's not like I want France to win it. I just think they'll win it.
Yeah.
I don't want them to win it. I don't want either of them to win it.
But
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
saying,
them's
yeah.
got to win it.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't want either to win it.
Unless it gets cancelled forever. But
They're gonna get cancelled.
how could we cancel it? Do you reckon?
That's
You work out with a master plan to make sure
Mm.
they don't win it.
this doesn't sound right. This move on.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Quick question, completely off topic. I've literally just thought of this
Go
top of
on.
my head. Obviously, you know the Queen dying. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Is it now the King's jewels instead of the Queen's jewels?
Yes.
And the anthem's changed as well.
Yeah. God save
Yeah.
the king.
God save the
Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah.
I hope you have a lovely week, Jude.
Quickly.
Next week is
Next week,
Christmas special.
Christmas special with maybe a special guest.
Yes, hopefully so. So guys, if you did enjoy, please comment below any other topics you want us to discuss. Check out Jude and his PTing
Cool.
and his other links down in the description, as well as mine. And yeah,
I hope you enjoyed the Bare Minimum podcast with Jude Poyner.
and Charlie Kneath. See you next
See you
week.
next week. Bye bye.
Peace.